Good morning, friends. We'll start Article 2 Radiographic Examination. This is SME Section 2, Section 5. So you have to write procedure with this. The material type, thickness range, isotope for maximum X-ray voltage used, source to object distance, distance from source side to object to film, source side of object to film. D, source size. F, film brand and designation, screen used, procedure demonstration. So demonstration is required. Demonstration of the density and image quality indicator IQI image requirements of the written procedure on production or technical radiographs shall be considered satisfactory evidence of compliance with that procedure. Materials including casting surface shall satisfy the requirement of the applicable material specification or referencing code section with additional condition, if necessary, by an suitable process to such a degree that image of surface irregularities cannot mask or be confused with the image of any discontinuities on the resulting radiograph. The weld ripples or weld surface irregularities on both the inside where accessible and outside shall be removed by any suitable process to such a degree that the image of the surface irregularities cannot mask or be confused with the image of any discontinuity on the resulting radiograph. The finished surface of all butt joints may be flush with the base material or may have reasonably uniform crowns, with reinforcement not to exceed the specified in the reinforcing code section. So here lead symbol B with minimum dimension of 7 by 16 inch, 11 mm in height, 1 by 16 inch, 1 by 1.5 mm thickness shall be attached to the back of each film holder during each exposure to determine the backscatter radiation is exposing the film. The lead letter B shall be placed in a location so that it would appear within an area on the radiograph that meets the requirement T level 282, 288 or 288 as applicable. The system shall be used to produce on each radiograph an identification that traceable to the item being radiographed and that is permanent for the requirement retention period of radiograph. The identification manufacturing symbol, name of the date of radiograph shall be included with the identification information each radiograph, and ND subcontractor's name or symbol may also be used together with that of the manufacturer. This identification system doesn't necessarily require that information appear as radiographic image. Monitoring density limitations as required. Either a densirometer or stepwise comparison film shall be used for judging film density. Radiographs shall be made using industrial radiographic film. The standard guide for controlling the quality of industrial radiographic film processing SC 999 or section 23 through 26 of standard guide for radiographic examination using industrial radiographic film SC 94, SC 94M may be used as a guide for processing film except that section 8.1 SC 999 is required. Intensifying screens are not required. Intensifying screens may be used when performing radiographic examination in accordance with this article. We are not using. Standard IQI design. IQI shall be either the hole type or the wire type. Hole type IQIs shall be manufactured and identified in accordance with the requirements or alternate allowed in SC 1025. Wire type IQIs shall be manufactured and identified in accordance with the requirement of alternation allowed in SC 747 except that of largest wire diameter or the identity number may be omitted. This is the hole type designation 5 to 280. So designation IQI, IT 1 hole, 1T hole, 2T hole. So if you see here, so up to 10 it is 10,000. That is 0.010. So all is multiplication then 2T, 4T. After 12, it is coming for 12.5,000, then 15,000, 17.5,000, then 20,000, 25,000. So from 20 onwards, it is just as per the, that is 0.040, 0.045. So from 0.020, it is onwards, it is okay. 0.015 is something special. Then 12.5 is special, 17.5 is special, then here it is 10 only. All this SML multiplication. And for the wire type diameter, there is set A, set B, set C, set N, set D, 1 to 6, and 6 to 11, 11 to 16, and 16 to 21. So one set of always overlap. And there is 21 wires only, but it is divided with overlap 1. So that is why adding 3, that's all. 24, but 21 total wires, 6 each. I just go through this. I'm just going for this blues or red colors. Not going to calibration, X-ray machine, densitometer. Densitometer shall be calibrated at least every 3 months during use of as follows. The National Standard Step Tablet or stepwise calibration film traceable to National Standard Step Tablet and having at least 5 steps. Neutral densities from at least 1 through 4 shall be used. This stepwise calibration film shall have been verified within the last year. By comparison with National Standard Step Tablet, unless prior to first use, it is maintained that original light-tight waterproof seal package is supplied by the manufacturer. Stepwise calibration films may be used without verification for 1 year upon opening, provided it is within manufacturer's stated shelf life. The densitometer is acceptable if the density readings do not vary more by more than 0 plus minus 0.05 density units from the actual density stated. The National Standard Step Tablet or Step-based calibration film. Step-based comparison films shall be verified prior to first use unless performed by the manufacturer. Density of the step on a step-based comparison film shall be verified by a calibration densitometer. The step-based comparison film is acceptable if the density reading do not vary by more than plus minus 0.1 density units for density stated on the step-based comparison film. No need to write here, but here you have to write. Means maintain the record, you don't have to. The documentation. Step-based calibration film. Step-based calibration film verification required by this shall be documented. But actual reading for each step do not have to be recorded. We only just write down some verified, that's all. That is documented. Checked and verified. The actual readings you don't have to write, but step-based comparison film verification required by shall be documented, but actual readings of step-based do not have to record it. P262.3 AB. Periodic calibration verification, step-based comparison film. Only when calibration for the densitometer, you have to document 3 months. This is for documentation. Before it was 90 days, but now it is 3 months. So geometric on sharpness. Same. So under 2 inch 0.020, 2 to 3.030, 3 to 4.040, greater than 4.070. Location markers which shall be appear on the radiograph image. Radiographs shall be placed on the part, not on the exposure holder or cassette. So where it is acceptable, you can see the figure T is 275. Flat component, film side is not acceptable. Source side is acceptable. Curved component with the radiation source film distance less than radius of the component. The source side is acceptable, film side is not acceptable. Curved component with convex surface towards radiation source. The source side is acceptable, film side is not acceptable. Curved surface with radiation surface to film distance greater than radius of curvature. Film side is acceptable. Source side is not acceptable. So here is the change. Then comes So when curved component with radiation source at center of the curvature, then any side, either side location markers is acceptable. So this is the exception. So exception they will ask. Location markers shall be placed on the film side when radiographing either curved or spherical components whose concave side is towards the source and when the source to material distance is greater than the inside radius. Either side in the center of the source at the center of the curvature. Placed either at source side or film side in the radiographic either curved spherical components whose concave side is towards the source and the source to material distance is equal to inside radius of the component. So film side IQI is where inaccessibility prevents hand placing the IQI on the source side. IQI shall be placed on the film side in contact with the part being examined. Letter F shall be placed adjacent to the on the IQIs but shall not mask the essential hole where whole IQIs are used. So this is the table T276. They changed this time. Before it was something different and now it is written something different. It is less than equal to 6.4. Before it was written up to 6.4. So writing is slightly different. Not so much difference, but the same thing written in a different way. Source side, film side. Hole type designation, wire type essential wire. So if you are using wire type, you have to take wire type or hole type, you find and you have to give the answer. If this is given, 2-3 things given, you can find the hole type, designation, all these things, wire type, designation. So from here you can write down which is the hole required or which is the penetrometer required from the wire type. So if it is 1 to 6, so up to 6 you can use 1A. After that you have to go for 1B from 6 to 11. Then again from 11 to 16. If they in this range 11 to 16, then C, then D is like that. What penetrometer you have to use, you can decide on that. Okay, we'll stop here.